Katie Ford. Katie, welcome to Life Elsewhere.
Hey, how are you? Thank you for having me today.
It's lovely to have you today. It's lovely to have you any day because I'm just enamored with your work. I think you're doing such great music and you've got a great attitude. And that's something I want to get into talking about. What caught my attention about your album in the first place is that you kind of think it's going to be very sort of sweet and kind of, I mean, bear with me when I say this, kind of girly, but it's not. It's
Yeah,
kind of, I mean, it is. It's very, well, it's very Katie Ford, and it's got some real sort of oomph to it, if you get what I mean. And I think that was very deliberate on your part. But let's get into talking about that in a little while. What I'd like to start with in talking about is you and your background and how you got into making music, because it does seem to me that you're very accomplished as a guitar player, as a singer, as a songwriter. So just give me a little background of Katie Ford.
okay. So I started playing guitar when I was like 8 years old. So which my parents just forced me to just play a guitar at the time. And then at the time I didn't really liked playing guitar. I didn't really like singing. But however, I went to study abroad in Australia when I was 14 years old and actually, sorry, 12 years old. And I stayed there until 16 years old. So like
Okay.
almost 3.5 years in Australia. And at the time while I was living there, I kind of got into listening to like Western music. So until that, I was like listening to most of Japanese musics or like something like Vocaloids. I used to love them.
Yeah.
But however, I kind of noticed there's a lot of more cool music in the world, and I was really into 90s at that time. So
Okay.
90s K-rock, any kinds of 90s stuff, and also 80s. And I went back to Japan, and I thought maybe I wanted to do music like that, what other people made. So that's why I started the band and yeah, all these stuff.
So your musical inspiration didn't, your parents aren't musical or they're not musicians. Let's put it like that. Yeah.
Musicians at all. Yeah.
But they had record collections, I'm sure. They had music that
Yes,
they played at home.
yes, they did. Well, when I was little, my parents like wanted to me to listen to like the Beatles, like Queen, David Bowie, all this kind of stuff. But I was really young at the time, and I was not really into listening to English music because I was at the time I couldn't really speak English when I was little. I studied English when I went to Australia, so and then when I went to Australia, I studied English, so that's why I understand what they were singing in their own languages and like in English and stuff. And yeah, so when went back to Japan, I told about what I like. I like this. So I told my parents I like the Smiths, like the Pavement, like Nirvana, like Smashing Pumpkins and stuff. And then my parents were like, wait a sec. And then they went upstairs and they brought all these CD collections that they had. So I was like, ah, so we have same genes and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Now, before we go any further,
Mhm.
English is not your first language, is it?
No, no, it's not.
So on a daily basis, you speak in Japanese.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
And you learned English, as you said, when you were older, when you went to Australia. You had to learn English to go to Australia, I guess, yes?
Yes.
And with your parents, you speak Japanese. You don't speak English, you speak Japanese, yeah?
Yeah, I do speak Japanese with my parents actually. My dad, I do try to speak English with him, but he's a good Japanese speaker, I would say. So I mixed up a lot sometimes. I just
Yeah, yeah.
Japanese English. But mm,
But here's the really interesting thing is that you write your songs in English. And I'm curious to know about that, how that came about.
I don't know, just I saw it. So actually tried to write songs in Japanese because a lot of people asked me, Katie, you should try write songs in Japanese because you're Japanese and you're able to speak Japanese. So I thought, oh yeah, maybe. But when I tried to write songs in Japanese, I just couldn't do it. Everything went, I don't know, it sounds really cringy.
No, say it. Tell me. Explain. Yeah.
But when I try to make songs in Japanese, it doesn't really feel myself. I try to, make it like more J-pop-ish, J-rock-ish music, but it just doesn't fit to me. So I just ended up writing in songs in English,
In
and
English. Yeah.
then that feels more comfortable to me, and I could express my feelings more dialectly compared to
Right.
Japanese.
Yeah.
So,
Now,
mm,
do you think that's partly to do with just the way that Japanese sounds, particularly when you're trying to do, as you say, rockish kind of music? Does it sound different speaking or singing in Japanese?
yeah, it's quite different for me. There are a lot of favorite. I have this lot of favorite Japanese rock music, but yeah, I just couldn't really do it like them. So when I tried to do it, it just doesn't fit well to me.
Doesn't fit well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, a lot of the songs, actually, I would say pretty much all of the songs on your album, Sad Happy Birthday, are all to do with broken hearts and love
Hmm.
gone wrong. Am I just making that up or am I writing thinking
No,
that?
you're pretty right.
Okay. All right. So let's get into this a little bit. Here
Mhm.
you are, lovely Katie Ford, and not you're not going to tell me you've had lots and lots of unhappy love affairs. No, don't tell me that. No.
Well, yeah, kinda. Well, not. I don't know.
Oh, but some of it is from experience. Some of your writing is about breakups and about that kind of thing, yeah?
It is. Yes, it is. Most of from my experience.
So how does that appeal to your Japanese audience? Does that make sense to your Japanese audience?
I'm not sure, but I think especially for like Never Romantic, the song that I wrote,
Yeah.
I it's a song about a guy I used to like a lot, but we didn't really ended up well. And so I every time I sing that song in front of Japanese audience, I try to explain the story because if I just did it all in English, they don't really understand what
Right.
it, what it actually means. So I try to explain it, and then when I perform it, they'll be like, "Oh, now we get it." So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So you haven't played in other countries. You've not performed anywhere else
Mhm.
apart from Japan, yes?
Actually, have played in Taiwan,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Korea. Yep.
Oh, Taiwan and Korea. How was that? How did that go down for you?
It was great. I really enjoyed it. It was my one of my dream was to perform in overseas. So it was really good experience to me. People were really nice and food was great. And
That's that's important. Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, the venue was actually pretty cool too. There were a lot of foreigners and I mean tourists in
Yeah.
Taiwan, so it was easier for me to communicate with people instead of like trying to use their languages. So it was a really nice moment for me.
Because I think I read somewhere, maybe on
Mhm.
your own website, about cats. I think I can see in the background there, and my listeners and viewers will see you've got one of those Japanese cats with the wagging tail and the moving eyes. What are they? There's a name for those, isn't there? What is that called?
It was called Felix? I don't know. Was it Felix?
Yeah, I think it's Felix, but what isn't there a name for those kind of cat, those whatever they are? Isn't there a name for those? Those where the eyes move and the
In Japanese, you
in
mean?
Japanese, yeah, yeah.
I think uh well we say toke in Japanese. I
Okay.
think yeah, so me-
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I love them. I love those things. You like cats a great deal. You have now. Did I get this right? You've got a number of cats that you look after.
I do. I have six cats at home.
Good goodness. Okay.
I'm a crazy cat lover, but yeah.
Now, are these stray cats? These are cats that you found, or what? Yeah.
Most most of them are actually strays. I just well, I just randomly got them on the street.
Now,
And with that,
in Japan,
mhm,
I think they call them here. They call them feral cats. What do you call them in Japan?
we call it noraneko.
Noraniko. Okay.
Noraneko.
Okay. Does that mean feral? Does that mean like a
Yeah,
wild? Yeah. 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 Okay. Right. And you look after six of these cats. Yeah.
I do.
That's that's quite a that's quite a job. That's like a full-time job looking after six cats. Are they all are they indoors or are they outdoors?
Well, with this one outdoor cat. Most of them are indoors, but they usually just yeah, they're just sleeping all the time.
Yeah, which cats do very well. They're very good at that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
all right. Now let's talk about Katie Ford and the music that you make and the people that you work with. So your album is your solo album, but you
Yes.
also perform as or fronting a band. Can you talk about that?
Oh, well, we're four members in the in our band. So there's a bassist called Takeda Genki. I met him. I think it was like 2 years ago from now, maybe 3 years. So he's a really good bassist player, and we've been doing Sad Happy Birthday since from the very start. So he was actually the actual member. He's still kind of actual members in Sad Happy Birthdays, but yeah. So that's him, and for drummer, there's a Kodama Keisuke, and he's a really bubbly, funny, really friendly drummer, and I really like him. And yeah, he's a really good drummer. He's like a mood maker
A
in a
mood maker. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
maker. Really, he's
He
a really
makes you
fun.
smile, obviously. I can see from your face. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He's really funny, especially when he gets drunk.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Really. And but yeah, and for the guitarist, I have Yoshikawa Yoji, and he's really yeah, he's like a snobby just I would say, but he's a really he's a great guitarist, I would say. Really cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm,
All right.
mm.
And those are the members of your band, yeah?
Yeah, that's my band.
Okay. So when you go out and play as Sad Happy Birthdays, all the other guys go with you, and you what how does it work in Japan for
Well,
you as yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
well, for in Japan, we do a lot of live shows in Japan at the moment. Especially we've been going to Tokyo, and by end of this month we're going to Osaka, which is our first time going to perform there.
Mm.
But usually we play at so I live in a place called Nagoya, so we play usually we play at Nagoya. But I'm thinking maybe we should do more music um, like not only in Nagoya, so like Tokyo and Osaka
Mm.
or Kyoto, wherever we want to go. But our final like goal is to perform in overseas. So like
Of
America,
course. Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
love to
Yeah.
America. It's a dream. Maybe England, Australia, Canada, and all those kind of stuff. Yeah.
Now,
So like
how does that work to do that? Do you have to sign with a record label to do that, or how do you
mm,
think that works? I'm not sure I know.
I'm not really sure either, but I think well, of course, labels are pretty strong, I would
Yeah.
say, and also maybe I should probably get like a booker or something
Mm-hmm. Right.
to
A
help
booking agent. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
us. And yeah, well, and I'm thinking maybe I should make more songs so that it, perform a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, you've got quite a following as well. People come out to see you. People want to see you. I mean, they're interested in seeing sad happy birthdays, yeah?
Yeah, sometimes yeah, many people comes over to see us, but usually not really. Not really. We need to do more to, get the fans and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So in Japan, how does it work? Do you have to play, or not have to play, but what kind of places do you play in? Do you play in bars, or how does that work?
Usually we play at live house. So it's like,
Ah,
but sometimes I do play at record shop.
oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah, and then there has this little stage. So we play at that place and sometime we play at yeah, like a cafe, I would say, like a
okay, yeah,
cafe place. We have played there several times and yeah, usually live house. There have a lot of live house in Nagoya and in Japan. So mm,
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, that. So now, where you live, is that how far away is that from Tokyo?
it's about by Shinkansen, like the fast
The
train.
fast trade, yes, yeah.
Um, it's about 2 hours, I would say.
Okay, yeah. And
About 2 hours.
is it different playing in a place like Tokyo? It's much, much bigger and there's lots of people. What's it like playing in Tokyo?
Well, Tokyo is really it was really cool when we first played at Tokyo. There were a lot of people, and sometimes so we played this place called um we went to Shimokitazawa, and it's like a Japanese like a music city, I would say. So there are a lot of musicians who plays at Shimokitazawa, and then there are a lot of tourists in Tokyo. So they just randomly comes into the live house, and then we can just
Yeah.
meet each other, and then it's a really good connection to meet people and stuff. So sorry for my English is kind of getting a
No,
bit
that's okay. Don't worry. No, your English is very good. Yeah.
sorry. But yeah, it's a really good place to meet new people, I would say, in
Yeah.
Tokyo.
Hmm.
Nagoya much, but Tokyo, but there's a lot of new, yeah,
Now,
people.
you said about writing new songs or making more music. You've just put out this album. This isn't very long since you released this album, and you've got people like me here in America
Mhm.
raving about it, saying this is great, and lots of people have written to me saying how much they enjoy what you're doing. Of course, so um, we're going to do as much as we can over here to see if we can't persuade somebody to get you over here and play in America or in the UK. That would be great. All right, so let's talk about writing the music, Katie. So you're a very accomplished rock and roll writer, performer. So how does it begin for Katie Ford in writing music?
Well, I usually start from writing the words first, and then I just randomly add up the guitar sound. I usually make songs just me and my guitar, so I don't really use any like DTMs and stuff. So just me and my guitar and just randomly play it and I record it and I
Yeah.
send it to band
Yes.
members
Yeah.
and they're like, how about we play it like this or do it like this? And yeah, that's how it we usually make music.
Yeah. Now, I think
Mhm.
I'm right in saying this, and you have quite a lot of confidence. You seem to me that you're kind of sure of what you're doing. You don't seem nervous about playing and talking about your music. I mean, but talk to me about that because it does take a lot of nerve, or it takes a lot of bravado to get up on stage and play in front of people. So how does that work for Katie Ford?
Well, I do get nervous when I on the stage and compared to just being on stage by myself, I get more nervous being with my band members.
Ah,
Like I feel like, I'm not allowed to make a mistake. I have to do it like this. But if I'm performing for myself, like just me and my guitar on the stage, I don't really feel that super nervous. So I don't know. I guess yeah, that's the difference. I would say. I don't know. That's why you saw it. Maybe I look confident.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So in writing music,
Mhm.
your inspiration comes from your own experiences. Are there things that you've thought about that you'd like to write about? For instance, where do you see Katie Ford or Sad Happy Birthdays going from here in writing music? Is there a sort of an aim that you have? Is there some direction that you'd like to go in?
Well, I would love to be on like festivals and tours and stuff and overseas. I would love to go to Coachella,
Ah, yes, yes.
rock. But yeah, all these kind of yeah, festivals and tours. I would love to do that. Yeah.
There's a lot of festivals that go on in the UK and in the US. I could see you easily being on one of those
I would love to
lineups. That would be fantastic. Yeah.
be yeah.
So aims and dreams and what you would really like to do for the future, just for Katie Ford or Sad Happy Birthdays. Put the music to one side for a moment, but are there any sort of other, along with the music,
Mhm.
dreams that you have that you would like to do, you'd like to accomplish?
Ah, okay. I would love to do opening act for the artist that I really adore and I love, and I would love to do that. And I also want to, I don't know, I just want to create more music
Yeah.
that people relates to, and and then hope they can feel the same and enjoy the music that I write.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just well, I'm now making um the next like a mini album at the moment, and yeah, hope that that goes well. And yeah, that's my kind of dream to achieve like more viewers and yeah, and stuff.
Uh, as a woman in the rock and roll business, it's always seemed to me that Japanese women, Japanese ladies, seem to do very well in the music business in Japan.
Mhm.
But having said that, is there a difference between what works for men and what works for women in Japan?
That's a good question, but yeah, like well, Japan, well, it's it's easier to get a fans if you do like idol stuff,
Ah, yes.
ish or like band stuff instead of like leave that they do more. They're more into like mm, idols or like pop.
Mm.
So it's kind of hard sometimes doing a band because people are not really interested in. So they're more into mm, idol stuff.
But you don't see yourself going in that direction, in that sort of idol direction.
No, I don't
No.
really like doing that. I mean, I don't hate idols. I mean, sometimes they're really cool. I do listen to K-pops and stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, for me, doing idols is not really not my thing, I
Yeah,
would
it doesn't
say.
seem like it is either. Yeah, yeah. If you could have somebody that you wanted to play with, maybe somebody that you admire, somebody whose work that you really enjoy, not opening for them, but somebody that you would like to play with. Is there anybody that sort of comes to mind? Maybe it's Japanese, maybe it's English, maybe it's American. I don't know.
I would say May Simonis.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I love her a lot. She's my icon. She's an inspiration to me, and probably Biba Doobie.
Oh,
I
yes,
really
yes, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love her music. Yeah, and also uh, I'd say I also like this band called Feeble Little Horse,
Feeble little horse. Okay, yeah.
and I would love to, yeah, perform with them someday.
All right. So I've got to, I know people are going to ask me to ask you, want to know this. So the name, Sad Happy Birthdays. It's a fabulous name. It's really, it's very catchy. So how did that come about, Katie Ford?
Well, at first I thought it just sounded funny to
Yeah,
me. That happy birthdays, and I just thought that sounds funny. But um, the reason why I put this name was so every year I get my own birthday, and sometimes it makes me feel sad. And the reason why I feel sad is I don't want to get old. I don't want to get like I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my youth. So I thought maybe I could name my band Said Happy Birthdays.
I see. Yeah.
So that's how I named it.
How does that translate in Japanese? I don't mean how, I mean, you can tell me how it sounds in Japanese, but how does it translate? Does it make sense in Japanese?
Yeah, it makes sense. In Japanese, I think we say Kanashi Tanjobi.
Kanashi Tanjobi. Okay, okay. I'm just wondering about being very famous. Is that something that you would like to be? And if so, is
Mhm.
it something that worries you that what fame does to people?
Well, I would love to be famous, but yeah, it can be scary
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
You might your normal life, and you might feel seen by all of the world. But I don't know. I would love to become famous, but yeah, like more for me, I would say, the level. I mean, the
Yeah.
fame level
But
is.
it's not the most important um
Mhm.
it's not the most important part of
Yeah,
what you're doing. The most important part for you is to make music and be creative, yeah?
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
indeed. Anything else you can tell us that you need to share with people?
Ah, well, I'll keep creating music and hope you guys like what I make, and I would be really happy if you support us. So
Yes.
yeah,
There you go. That's very nice. Yeah. All the music on this album is terrific, and I wish you very, very good success with it, Katie. You're absolutely lovely, and thank you so much for joining us
thank you so
at
much.
Life Elsewhere. Yes, and I should I bow like you're doing? Should I? Is that that's important, right? Yes, in Japanese culture. Yeah. Okay. All right. Katie, thank you so very much for joining us.
It was really nice talking with you.